We've got Susan and Darwin Hedges, and they are. You guys are in Florida. What city are you in Florida?
St. Cloud.
Okay, and when did you actually leave Casper?
2 years ago, the end of August.
Okay, and we've got some medical complications that poor Darwin is having to deal with. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's stage 4 kidney disease.
Stage 4 kidney disease.
It's end-stage renal disease, actually, is after I was on it for 4 months or 5 months, whatever it was. Basically, the kidneys aren't coming back.
So your plight, you have turned to Facebook and to friends. What are you asking folks for?
A little bit of help with the medical bills would be a wonderful plan, especially going forward with a kidney. It's quite expensive.
So tell us for right now what you're having to undergo on a daily basis just to stay with us and alive.
4 hours, 3 times a week, dialysis. So it's basically a full-time job.
And that's the simple way of putting it. But what is the offshoot of this? Just how do you feel? It's more than just sitting there and getting your blood cleaned. It's a whole lot of stuff, and I'm guessing you're tired in between all of this.
Extremely tired afterwards.
Nausea, headaches. He can't right now take showers. He can't go swimming. He can't sweat. He right now has a permacath in his chest. That is an open wound. They just did surgery on his arm, and they're hopefully going to be doing a permanent one to do it. So, and I can show you, this is 3 weeks in, and so it goes from here to here, down here, and they'll put the needle in somewhere in here to do it, and that's, they'll actually put 2 needles in, one that takes the blood and one that puts it back in. He's got a very strenuous diet. He can only drink 5 cups of fluid a day. He can't have dairy, he can't have potassium, sodium, and phosphates. So we do.
It's almost every food out there.
You know, this could be my family. This could be anybody's family that's undergoing this kind of a medical challenge.
I thought he was having heart issues, and it was actually his blood pressure and his blood pressure medicine and his kidneys battling it out. So we went in thinking, I thought he was having heart issues, and 3 days later they did an emergency surgery. He was in ICU for 3 weeks, but they did emergency surgery on Wednesday, and they started doing dialysis that afternoon. So it wasn't like he didn't feel good, and he was tired, and he thought he hurt his back working in the yard, and it went from that to our life being flipped around. So we had insurance, but we had insurance for healthy people, not people that went through all of this. And that's where we sort of gotten changed out on stuff, on, 3 weeks of, hospital and dialysis in the hospital, and then checking him from head and toe. And the hospital was wonderful. Our doctors have been great, but dialysis alone is about $5,000 a month. That's not counting medicines, doctors, anything else, just the dialysis alone. So it's been really, different way of life for us right now.
And what do we believe caused this in the beginning? Is this all related to blood pressure or what?
Yes. Second leading diabetes is the first, and then blood pressure. And it was just, he's always had issues with the blood pressure medicine, making him sick. And they kept changing it and trying. And then honestly, we moved down here and COVID hit and I couldn't go in with him and just a lot of different things. And just, it wasn't that he didn't get the help. They just didn't have the understanding, you know, going somewhere else and stuff. So, but blood pressure is basically what caused it. Because he's not overweight. He doesn't eat bad food. We were working out and eating healthy. And unfortunately, he was having like leg cramps. And I'm like, drink more water.
Eat more bananas.
Yeah, eat a banana, and that's actually the opposite because he can't drink water, he can't eat bananas, avocados, oranges, so, you know, a lot of stuff that most people think are healthy, he can't eat any of that. So I felt horrible when we got to the hospital, and then I found out that I told the nurse, I'm like, oh my God, I was basically killing him. She goes, well, not on purpose. Normal people should be able to eat like that.
So he's going to continue to get dialysis for now, but he's really in need of a kidney.
Yes.
And do we know the type on that and whether family members are okay with that, or are we looking beyond our family here?
We actually have family members that said, and a lot of friends, and that said they would donate. We're up to 5 kidneys that people can be tested for. And he technically cannot be on the list until he's considered ESRD for 6 months. But all the nurses and everyone at DaVita, where he goes, wants him on the list because his numbers are good. He's doing what he's supposed to. But with that comes more surgeries and a surgery on a family member. And it's a commitment, you know, and do you really want to do that? What happens if they have an issue later and they don't have that extra kidney? So, we just found out the medicine is $3,000 to $5,000 a month for the rest of his life, but they did pass a law that it's considered medical, so we won't have to pay that. Because that's the first thing I told the nurse and the social worker is, we can't afford that a month. And they said, no, they've got it now where you don't have to worry about that. So there's a lot of stuff with it. You have to do a lot of testing and extra stuff for it. So his insurance is now a different kind of insurance because he has to be able to go to any kind of doctor. He can't do like an Advantage Plus plan. He has to be able to go to any doctor. The doctors that do organ donating and special doctors and all that. So organ surgeries, I should say. So it's a different way. Unfortunately, DaVita's not in Wyoming. Shout out for them. I keep telling them they need to go there. Traveling is not something we can do, which is sad because every other day, basically, he goes in to do dialysis for 4 hours. So he gets Sunday, Monday off.
It's a lot to contend with. You have a very supportive family. Let's give a wave out to them, shall we? What are you asking?
These girls are the ones that started the fundraiser and got it because I was upset and overwhelmed. He was overwhelmed, which isn't good with health. I'm stressing about, you know, you can't work, you can't do anything, and we have all these medical bills. And so the girls came up, and they're the ones that found the organization that we've gone with that is a nonprofit. They work with transplant, but they also pay directly to medical bills. So we don't get taxed on it, and
we don't see the money.
Yeah, we don't see it, but the shirts were something fun that Buzz designed, and because that's his nickname is Buzz. He designed them, and he said, I didn't want something that was silly. I wanted something sort of fun that oil field in Wyoming people would wear. So we have Save the Buzzard shirts.
Save the Buzzard
So-
shirts. So you're
the
asking
Buzzard.
people to help out, and how can they do that?
I'll let Savannah or Jess or one of them tell you. They're
But-
better at it than I am. I'm not a big computer person.
All right, so we'll have some coordinates for them to pick up on for the story, and we'll let our viewers know how they can help. For now, our thoughts are with you. We hope you get better soon, and just know that if thoughts were the ones that helped you get better, we're sending them your way, okay? And in the meantime, we'll do the best we can on this side, your Casper side. All right. Thanks.
That's our home. We're tired of the wind and the cold, but Wyoming will always be our home with our family and stuff. If we could just pump the sunshine and the good weather there, we would be happier.
Well, we would take a little bit tonight because it's going to be cold, but we wish you guys well, and our thoughts are with you, and we're going to try and help you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got it.